And around the capital region of New York State, this is the Albany News Update Show. I am your slippery host, Jonathan Madden, and this sad, strange little man sitting next to me, it's Brian McKenzie. Brian, how are you doing this evening? Nothing? Keep going, keep going. Sad and strange, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's happened in and around the Albany area these past few weeks and poke some fun. WNYT reported a turkey was found wandering around outside the Gilderland Public Library about a week ago. A few librarians managed to corral the avian intruder and then cooked up a nice feast for the patrons inside the library. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The library posted photos of the turkey on social media, and when the supposed owner showed up to claim the turkey, an extensive background check was performed, which consisted of calling the owner's mother. This background check, by the way, is also how the library verifies library card applicants. Is that a turkey call? That was a turkey call. That's what it was. That was terrible. Moving on. The Times-Union reported the city school district's new superintendent wants an immediate review of the district's grading and attendance policies after a teacher threw down some shade at a recent public school board meeting, public shade, stating students were passing his 11th grade English classes without attending or doing the work. But, as the saying goes, when the going gets tough, recruit 19 people to review the grading and attendance policies and get an answer within 9 weeks, or else. I wonder if they're actually going to show up or just pretend like they did. 19 people. That's a lot of people.
Seems like the going thing these days.
Committees after committees to make a committee to get to the bottom of it. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
It works for me.
It works for you. It works for me too. The Times-Union reported that a paramedic and an emergency medical technician were hospitalized after pulling a patient from an ambulance that caught fire after a crash. Nightmare fuel, people. Apparently, a box truck was making a U-turn and collided with the ambulance, pushing it into a ditch. State police said the crash remained under investigation, but it is likely that weather played a factor. I'm going to go with the box truck making a U-turn and pushing the ambulance into the ditch as the factor. But what do I know? And I don't know, weather maybe, but imagine that you just get into the ambulance, so you're having some sort of medical distress, and then boom, accident, boom, ambulance is on fire, boom, you're being pulled from it.
Well, at least emergency services are right there on the scene.
At least they were there. Oh my goodness, I guess it's the best place to be. I don't know.
God.
Moving on. News Channel 13 reports that the proposed location of a homeless shelter in Saratoga Springs has parents of a private school next door concerned. So concerned, a petition to halt the proposed homeless shelter has already garnered over 1,200 signatures. The private school the homeless shelter will be next to? Spa Catholic! Because you know what Jesus says, quote, take care of the homeless. Unless they're next to your private Catholic school, then screw those bums. That's what, I think it's in the book of James.
I'm not sure which book that's in, but yeah, that's, who can blame him? You know,
I'm not blaming anybody. How many
times have you seen the homeless throw anything in the till when it goes around? You know, they don't contribute anything.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Slackers. Ladies and gentlemen,
They make a mess.
it is that time of the show where the BMac complains about something. Well, not complains. Comments? Has a commentary, running commentary, a grouchy commentary, something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, let me get it. The BMac attack.
My man up there.
There he is.
Folks, did you hear about the big drug bust in Troy?
Yes.
Feds swooped in and nailed 24 people in a ring that stretched all the way from Fresno, California to Uncle Sam's birthplace here in upstate New York.
I know it's Troy.
Correct, Linda.
Yes.
The war on drug continues. The war on drugs continues.
Drugs.
Excuse me. Not drug, drugs. Another battle has been fought. Richard Nixon can smile from above. Hey, Rich.
Hey, Rich.
Because it's another W for the U.S. government.
Woohoo!
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
The drug that has been taken off the streets, you ask?
Heroin. No. Black tar. No.
Marijuana.
Oh.
Mary Jane, cannabis, pot, weed, dope, ganja, grass, herb, bud, skunk. Did I get them all? Anyway, you get the picture. We're talking hardcore narcotics here, folks.
Hardcore.
We can all sleep easy tonight knowing this stuff is off the street.
Like a baby.
Maybe they smoke some. Anyway, all in all, 1,000 kilograms of lettuce was involved in the crime, along with charges of money laundering, conspiracy stuff, and possession with intent to sell. What the hell? You can't smoke all that green yourself.
A lot of marijuana.
On to the local perpetrators.
Yes.
One was a 70-year-old woman that happens to serve on a school board.
Oh!
Nice front, lady. Don't think for a minute that we're buying that story that you were just giving your daughter, who is also implicated, a ride to the bank or to the pickup location, supposedly unaware of what was going on.
Oh.
Not buying it for a minute.
Not buying.
You are knee-high stockings deep in this, ma'am. The daughter, 35 years old, was clearly at the beck and call of her mother, who was pulling all the strings, of course, in this operation on this side of the country.
Yes.
To be fair, the daughter's boyfriend has done some time for criminal behavior in the past, including a shooting of a previous female romantic partner in the neck.
In the neck? Ow!
She was a pain in the neck. He was on furlough from a prison for 1 day when that occurred.
One
by
day.
the way.
Wow, 1 day.
Yeah? Didn't take long.
Didn't take long.
My advice to anyone in the area of 5th Avenue in Troy, running into someone who goes by the name Nut, look at your watch.
Two
and
T's.
Tell him.
Not with two
yeah,
T's.
2 T's. Look at your watch and tell him you're late for bingo or something. The man is for real. The federales may be onto something with that gentleman.
Ooh.
Houses were purchased at the origin and the destination to set up logistics by the defendants, and they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on the properties. UPS and FedEx were used as carriers to ship the product across the country. Knock spots, or residences here in the area,
Yes.
were set up to sell the product through mail slots in the door.
Efficient.
Yes, indeed. These 24 folks were buying houses, Mercedes, jewelry. One of them had a $100,000 watch on them.
Ooh.
Damn it, one of the women had a chinchilla fur. I think if it weren't for all the guns and ammo those people had on them, PETA would have been all over this.
Chinchilla.
They're wimps when automatic weapons are involved.
Yeah, they are.
You know what's ironic about all this, Jonathan?
Pray tell, Brian.
Marijuana is legal in California. Marijuana is legal in New York.
It is.
However, the federal government still classifies marijuana as a drug on the par of heroin.
Heroin. Yes, I said it in the beginning.
There you go,
Heroin.
guys. Thus, for all the money that you can still generate from the underground business of the drug, you get the criminal element of weapons, ammo, and the dangerous people to deal with.
Oh, that's all.
And then you have the rollout of marijuana legislation, or legalization, sorry,
Yes.
folks, in New York.
In New York.
It seems to be slower than molasses going uphill on the coldest day of winter.
Amen. Can we get it yet? Do you know?
I don't even know. New York, these 24, well, maybe 23 entrepreneurs were making millions of cold hard cash with just one legal little segment of the market.
Little segment.
If they didn't own weapons and probably weren't hurting or killing people, that's alleged.
Alleged.
Not-
Alleged.
I'd probably commend them on their business model. New York, most people are still getting their pot through mail slots at knock spots. What are you waiting for? The budget deficit isn't getting any smaller. The tax base is shrinking by the day, people. Let's go all in on the pot business and enough lollygagging around.
No.
I don't even smoke the wacky tobacco. I have no dog in this hunt.
You sure you don't smoke it at all? Just a little bit?
No. Okay. No, I get that dry cough.
Is that what it is?
Anyway, stop making everything so damn difficult. Going to a dispensary shouldn't be like going to the DMV.
Oh, come on. It's improved slightly.
No, it hasn't. Let's start raking in the revenues and cutting into the black market's margins.
Yes.
Lastly, to all 24 members alleged drug ring,
Yes.
innocent until proven guilty.
Yes.
Especially not if you're watching.
Yes. Yes, especially Nut. Ladies and gentlemen,
Nothing personal, not
it's the BMac attack.
not Jonathan Nut.
No, Nut. I love you, Nut. Nut.
With two T's.
With two T's. No K. No silent K. It's N-U-T-T. It's the, like night. Nut. The Times-Union reported that a professional poker player from Las Vegas who left chilling voicemails and mailed suspicious-looking white powder to the New York State Gaming Commission in Schenectady due to a grudge dating to 1976 has pleaded guilty to federal charges in U.S. District Court. That is a long time to hold a grudge. But we here at the Albany News Update Show did some research. And it turns out that this professional poker player actually managed to get his hands on a time machine, go back in time and convince his younger self to hold on to this grudge. And yes, after risking life and limb, we managed to get the actual footage of this event. Here it is. Let it roll.
Everyone will tell you to let it go and move on, but don't. Instead, let it fester and boil inside of you. Take these feelings and lock them away. Let them fuel your actions. Let hate be your ally, and you will be capable of wonderfully horrid things. Heed my words, Goob. Don't let it go.
Should have found it.
He should have found it. Actual footage. That's actual footage from the. Don't ask how we got it. It was very difficult to obtain.
You know, ANUS, we
News.
perform miracles.
Perform miracles. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Mayor Kathy Sheehan delivered her State of the City address in the Washington Park Lake House, a departure from the typical setting of City Hall. Why did she hold it at the Washington Park Lake House, you may ask? Why did she? Come on, Brian, stay with me here. Why did she hold it at the Washington Park Lake House, you may ask?
I wasn't going to ask, but in this, why, Jonathan, did she hold it at the Washington Park Lake House?
Thank you for asking, Brian. God, it takes forever to. Well, among other things, there was this.
And finally, after years of promises, this building has new bathrooms. So I became mayor and I'm like, we need new bathrooms, right?
Albany. We got the bathrooms. That's it. Our new motto. We got the upgraded bathrooms. We got new bathrooms. After years of trying, Albany's got new bathrooms. One of those is gonna work. One of those is gonna work. And it's about time. Lake George's Ice Castle Festival will open February 6th. And based on the latest weather report, Lake George's Ice Castle Festival will close February 7th. Got that climate change action going on there.
Lake George's Ice Castle Festival.
Ice Castle Festival. There's going to be alcohol there this year, so it will be more fun.
Whoa.
More fun.
Woohoo.
Woohoo! Ice, castles, alcohol. Can't go wrong. And finally, for those of you hopping onto Interstate 787
Will there
North,
be a moat?
it will be, but it will be frozen. Okay. And can I do the last story now? Are we?
Sure. Okay. I just don't want this to end.
I know, we're having so much fun. And finally, for those of you hopping onto Interstate 787 North from exit 23 on the thruway, you were recently greeted with this gem of a billboard. Show it. What happened? You showed it. It was a dark cloud over America. Pray, my children. My God, you look at, what is this? You have Mother Mary, I'm assuming, some type of saint figure, and an atomic explosion. And we have to pray for America. TLDM, too long, doesn't matter.
What the hell is that even talking about?
Don't go to the website. Don't go to the website. It is. Oh. You want to talk about
You gotta
Illuminati?
go to the website.
No, you don't have to go. I saved everybody. Don't go to the website.
Well, I'm curious now.
Conspiracy theories. It looks like the website's from 1992. And a lot of conspiracy theories.
Okay.
A lot of conspiracy theories.
Well,
So
if you need a good laugh.
you do. No. The fact that they have enough money to put up a billboard like that is very disturbing. But that's a whole nother story.
Does My Pillow support the website?
I didn't investigate that much. I was too busy spending my time getting that time machine footage, so ran out of time for the TLDM.
You were doing that? I
Yes.
thought the ANUS producers and support staff was doing that.
Yes, the support staff of us.
Our vast
Network
staff.
of resources. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Albany News Update Show. Check out the stories we've highlighted in the description below. Please support the local news. We had fun, and you've been updated.